Yep. So I'm just here to show us up, right? Yo, how are you doing, by the way? Saw Superman. It was awesome. This movie is fantastic. Yeah, next movie is Fantastic Four. Yeah, it's here's my thoughts on Superman. It's really good. It's the best live action Superman now these days because you can argue Christopher Reeves is definitely the best, but it doesn't age as well because of the time it was made. And also, some of the nitpicks people have, especially the haters, are just crazy to me. I'm a little surprised that Movies TV Mad didn't like it because it would seem like one that they would like. But he really insulted the American people that watch movies, which is weird. I think because right now I'm wearing the Superman shirt right here. It's my overhaul all hyped movie, and I just think it's awesome for anyone really. Like, it's good for kids. At the same time, it's has a lot of inappropriate stuff for like little kids, but I mean, people took their kids to see Deadpool, so you know, people took their kids to see Deadpool, so some of the inappropriate stuff doesn't really matter that much. Some cases, but yeah, it is quite interesting how things like that happen, right? Yeah. Seems like no one's really watching, but I'm gonna stay at least until uh, I need to go off. But oh, Johnny. Yeah, go ahead. Tell me because I do agree that I I'm happy that you actually liked the movie. It's because I love Superman. I've been reading it 20 years. Yes. Yeah. Also, it like I said, um, what I said before, I probably changed my mind on it, and I don't really remember what I said, and I didn't delete comments, as you can, if you know how comments work. Sometimes it doesn't save every single comment, and I blatantly say that I don't delete comments. There's plenty of hate comments in a lot of my videos that I reply to and I try to communicate with them stuff. You should have watched my channel and saw why I was happy about the movie, but it's a lot of plots. My expectation for Superman as a character are high because he is the greatest hero of them all. Yes, like I said, I could we can agree, we can disagree, and like I said, my previous statements and stuff, I probably exaggerated some stuff, or I probably had a different mindset at the time. But yes, Superman is greatest hero and all that, and I understand. Yeah, I have some problems with the movie. You have some problems with the movie. We all do. It's not perfect, but I do enjoy it a little more than Man of Steel, mainly because even you said that Man of Steel was more like an Elseworld thing, whereas me personally, I prefer the actual like canon universe, but that's more of an opinion thing. I'm just I just want to clarify anything that I said that I probably forgot that I said, and I just want to clarify everything. So say what I said that you disagree with. Okay, there's a lot. Yes, Reeve is really good. I really enjoy Reeve. However, I could say that for a modern take on like a Reeve style movie, I really enjoyed James Gunn Superman. And for a rating, because I have some faults with it, I can overlook some of them. I would say an 8. And I know, but initially, before the movie came out, um, I was at a actually let's go all the way back whenever they just announced the movie. I was at more of a 7 or and then whenever I saw the crazy leaks that kind of painted the movie in like a negative light, I was worried, so I was like at like a 6 or like a 5. But once I saw the context of the leaks, I said 7. And then once I watched the movie, it was 8. But sitting there starting the movie, I was at the hype of like a 9. But I gotta be honest, I found some faults to it, so 8 it is for me. But yeah, like I said, Reeve is the Superman the most accurate comic. I sort of agree that it shouldn't really be changed, but I kind of understand why they changed it. I don't understand. I don't agree with the whole the human way stuff, but I understand the whole a better tomorrow. But the American way sort of good, but these days it is. difficult to say the American way because a lot of people tend to really not like America right now because how the world is. And like I said, original American way to me personally, sad to have that go, but they got to take what you can get really. Okay. Um, like I said, I respect your seven and I understand where you're coming from. I just really, personally, I really disliked Man of Steel. My issue with Man of Steel, like I said, I said it in a video once. I understand the whole Zod thing, but I don't agree with the whole Superman had no choice. Superman did have a few choices. He shouldn't have brought Zod to the city because honestly, Zod was following Superman. So Superman could have taken him like pretty much anywhere. So he went to Metropolis, he went to Smallville, and like fought within those places, as I recall. I might be wrong, but he shouldn't have taken him there. And if they wanted it to be like epic, probably a forest would be cool. But the whole animal stuff would be an issue. But they could go to a place with like barely any animals and everything. But and also my number one issue of Man of Steel was the death of his dad. The death itself is partially the issue because he could have easily saved him without anyone seeing him. And people say that he's supposed to be high school during that time. I don't understand why it was still Henry Cavill. They should have casted a person younger to be the high school, so then they clearly make it clear that it's not like he's not a fully grown adult. I don't know why he's high school and he looks like Henry Cavill. And my issue with Man of Steel with the whole death scene is under an overpass is like the worst place to be when you're hiding from a tornado. The reason why, and I should know because I'm initially from Texas. The initial um, why that's not that's like the worst place to hide is because when you're under a overpass and a tornado um, goes through, the air pressure gets really strong. It's pretty much like a you're in an air vent and then the AC kicks in. That and for people that live in Kansas, they should know to not hide under an overpass. But yeah, I gotta read that. My number one issue with Man of Steel was the way his dad told him not to save people. That was the problem. He looked Paul Kent. Yeah, yeah. It is weird that he says maybe when referring to saving the bus full of children. Like, even if you really care about your kid, you don't want other kids to die, right? You have the sympathy of being a parent. and you see other kids dying and you don't care about that, that to me that's a big issue too. And plus, um, when no one saw Superman's powers when he saved a bus, I highly doubt anyone would see his powers when he saves his dad. And a lot of random people save people from burning buildings all the time. You see in the news all the time. So like he would be one of possibly hundreds of thousands of people that does amazing stuff on the news. And plus, people have pictures and videos with Bigfoot, and everyone still says Bigfoot is fake. There's evidence of Bigfoot. I don't believe in Bigfoot. I know Bigfoot is fake, but there is pictures that people possibly faked that looks very, very real. So if no one believes in Bigfoot, who would believe in Superman at the time? This is my question to you, and be honest. Do you think this movie was better than The Dark Knight? No, not better than Spider-Man 2. And here's my hot take. I like Batman Returns over The Dark Knight. And here's another hot take that some people agree with. The Dark Knight gets more praise because of the death of Joker, like in real life, the real life death. It gets, I'm not saying it wouldn't get praise if that didn't happen, but I think it got more praise because of the death, the real life thing. I prefer Batman Begins over The Dark Knight. Oh, oh, so you sort of agree too? Because to me, Batman Begins was really good because Scarecrow really had the whole character arc, really like it's a good character study, but at the same time, there's a lot of good action. So yeah, Batman Begins, I would say Batman Begins is slightly, actually not slightly, but like sort of noticeably better than this Superman movie. But it's fine because if you, it's a thing where you have to be in the mood for certain movies. So if you're in the mood for more like light-hearted stuff, you watch this movie. If you want to be really engaged with the movie and really like enjoy it, Batman Begins. Spider-Man isn't even my favorite. I agree. Even Batman Begins had the best suit. Yeah, Batman Begin. Yeah, I'm glad that you understand why I say Batman Begins is the best because yeah, it is really good. And my issue with the Dark Knight trilogy, um, I kind of wanted Bane to actually have the Venom stuff, and then also I wanted I really hated that Robin scene. The whole cop ends up like, oh, what's your name? Robin. It's like, why would a person's real name be their superhero name? You know, that's my issue right there. And uh, for a superhero movie favorite thing, um, V for Vendetta is a very underappreciated movie. V for Vendetta, technically, the Men in Black is comic book movie. Men in Black was pretty decent. I also think Batman Forever is. Yeah, Dark Knight Rises. See, we have the same kind of like and dislike somewhat because Dark Knight Rises is like the worst one, but like I see, I watch some reviews on the Dark Knight Rises, some people that really like it, and they have really good points because Bane did actually win because he proved his point. That's the thing. And Batman Forever is my favorite because I like the soundtrack and Jim Carrey was really good. I kind of want I'm not sure if Jim Carrey has like kids, but like one of his kids could be if they're interested could be an actor and actually like if they can pull off what Jim Carrey does somewhat, at least like a small percent, that'll be good. What movie is in terms of Marvel and DC is Ang Lee. Yeah, Ang Lee Hulk is really good. See, I really enjoyed Ang Lee Hulk, and that's a really good character study type of film. And one thing I kind of didn't like is some of the editing things, and the whole explosion thing that cutout thing that was a weird one. But most of the other transitions were really cool. The Crow, yeah, The Crow is really good, yeah. And I'm glad that we're having this conversation because if I did say something that's like really something that you really disliked, or if I ever really like did any like with anything really, um, I would change my mind, and it, like yeah, that's good. Life's too short to argue, yeah. But overall, like I change my mind constantly, and I don't really make videos just to like cover up what I said previously, And a lot of times whenever I say that, oh, you're covering up what you said, and you're just like lying, and like a lot of people accuse me of that too whenever I say something opposite what I said like 5 years ago. Yeah, I agree with that too. And I'm glad you did enjoy this Superman movie. Um and Peacemaker season 2 is coming out next month. And that would be interesting. People say one thing I agree with that I didn't like was they underused Hawk Girl, and I'm glad Hawk Girl is going to be in Peacemaker season 2 because I hope she gets more development from that. But yeah, and one gripe, one person I agree with completely, a person that really didn't like the Superman movie is when Superman's real biological parents said that they wanted him to take over the world. That's a real video that was proven to be real, and it was on the news and everything. So that video still is real. So they should have still questioned his Superman's morality because if it's like a alien like built-in mindset, because some people believe that. Some people believe that if you're like born into like some kind of DNA kind of thing, you have the inside to be a bad person. And can because who was Kaz again? But yeah, he didn't love the movie. That makes sense. But yeah, Hawkgirl is very was like really underdeveloped and like really like not used that much. Oh, Cass. Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah. It is kind of cool. I just yeah, Hawkgirl is underused, but the fact that she's in Peacemaker seems like they're trying to really use her even more than she was very underused in the movie. And people have the whole thing of why does James Gunn hire the same people over and over? Well, my comeback for that, where James Gunn keeps hiring the same people, where a lot of directors hire the same people. Tarantino hires almost every single person in every single project he ever makes, and pretty much every single director does that too. And Wes Anderson is a clear example for that. Michael Bay um, doesn't do that as much, which is sort of a good thing. But he has a few people that he constantly hires. I think hopefully she works better there than she did. Here. Yeah, yeah. She she seems like more more things to say in the show. Like she had a few more lines because in Superman she barely had any lines, and then in that teaser, at least she had a good amount of lines. But yeah, but Guy Gardner was out of the three, definitely Hawkgirl was worse, but Guy Gardner was actually pretty funny and accurate to who he is. And the age issue is not really issue for me because I think it is funny that he's older. It seems like it's a football player that was retired that still had the mindset of a football player, even though he's like three times as old than as he was before. Like that kind of mindset, you know. So it is funny, and at least let, oh, you gotta go. Let me know at least we both stand on things respect. Yeah, yeah, good respect, and most things that you like and dislike is like almost exactly the same thing as me, so that's pretty interesting. But yeah, have a good one. But man, it is pretty crazy, right? I just I'm just excited for Supergirl and the Lantern Show, Peacemaker that's coming out next month, and Clayface, Clayface, and then Teen Titans. But Teen Titans they don't really have a casting yet, but they confirmed the script being okay and the script being there. But yeah, if anyone wants to say something, they can comment. But yeah, it is good talking to him. But man, it is good. I'm just gonna do this right here. I've got to do something, but if you ever want to talk on live one day, let me know. At least we know where we both stand on things. Respect. Yeah, good respect. I enjoy. Yeah, like the whole thing where you would expect me to like, oh, say some trash and everything, but it's like I'm not. But you get what I'm saying, right? It is good that DC is pretty much back. Glad things are good, and I still keep up with the stocks, uh, Warner Brothers stocks, and it's going pretty fast going up there. I remember when it was $9. Now it's 11.75. I mean, if I got like a whole bunch when it was $9, yeah, I just, but yeah, he- I just think, hold on, that's it. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. And can you hold on for a sec? I got this right here, Superman Piggy Bank. I got this from the AMC. It was exclusive for AMC, but I think it's now in the EC online shop. But this is the piggy bank. I really like it. It's cool. It's on this side. This one's back part is blank, but other side's the same. There, back. What's cool it says it's AMC theater, so like this is a specific to AMC one, and I'm pretty sure the DC shop will have something different. But yeah, this is pretty cool. And I like the fact that when you open this up, you can flip it over, and here's the crypto one, but I kind of personally like the Superman one. Yeah, you can change it up. This is a piggy bank because right here you can put some coins in. It's like a quarter per copy, so it's like a old style comic thing. Sorry, I had to go for a sec. I think there's one person still watching. How's it going? Man, people were asking when I'm going live, and so far only one person did that. So, so what's up? I guess this person left maybe, but this is pretty good to just hang out. So I might just stay live for a while. But man, this is a crazy time to start DC, man. The movie was very enjoyable, and I'm glad that yeah, I'm glad that Viking was nice. Yeah, life's too short to argue. Yes, I'll probably leave that one there, but yeah, it is pretty cool. I think on stage. Yeah, yeah, metal the metal Viking was pretty cool. But yeah, I just am glad things like this can happen. The arguments can stop just to talk about stuff, and yeah, I'm just gonna wait. I'm kind of glad Mr. Phenom was completely fine to just do a non-spoiler like quick review and then do a spoiler review, like letting people actually watch the stuff. He's very like I guess half and half sort of actually. Now he's becoming more positive and more like of a less toxic person for the whole thing. I would say the toxic part of the a lot of the situations is they're attacking people that are just doing criticizing, you know. So, oh, you're criticizing this, so it's like, what about this? Like that kind of thing is kind of a little bit toxic, but not completely. Uh, I would say that. But overall, this is gonna be cool. This live stream is gonna be a video, so you can comment and talk about stuff. And yeah, it is interesting how things work. And I'm gonna get some more Superman stuff. It's gonna be good. I'm a like big fan of this movie. This movie is really good. I'm excited, and I think DC is on the right path currently. It might change, might not, but right now I'm looking forward to whatever right now. So yeah. But yeah, I really think this movie is a good start. I see possibly there's one viewer, I guess, can say something, I guess. If you're, oh, hi, anyone? Hi, everyone, I guess. Any questions? I guess they're going back and forth, I guess. I guess. So what are y'all thoughts? What are y'all thoughts? I was about to stop, but possibly people are watching. Maybe. I don't know. I just hope things for the best. Yeah, this is pretty cool. And this right here, this right here is how to actually be mature about stuff. He was he was very mature about the movies and talking about what you disagree with, what do you agree with, and all that stuff. It is pretty cool. I just hope y'all like it. I'm live right now just because there's a few people that said when am I gonna be live and all that stuff, but sadly it didn't translate to actually people watching. So I guess I guess no one's saying anything, but yeah, I'm excited for that. Superman for the win. Superman, 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 Superman. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's crazy. Okay, yeah. No what? Number one movie in the world. Pretty cool. Well, gotta go.